Hey guys, I am back with another Q&A live for you guys, where I will answer your questions live on camera, and you guys can ask me whatever you want to. So, so glad to finally go live again. Thinking of having another live session, maybe on 27th or 28th March. Let me see. And do let me know what you want to watch next, what the next live stream should be. I just thought that it's been quite a while since I've done a Q&A, so I think I thought I will do a Q&A again. Um, and I hope you don't get any bandwidth problems today. If the video is jerky or anything like it happened last time, so do let me know guys if there's any issue. Thank you all for your feedback and all the support and love that you showed to me guys. Okay, first I got a few questions from you guys on Instagram and my community tab, so let me answer those questions first. uh, First question is by D4Died, and he asked me on my YouTube community tab that what are your normal camera settings on Nikon Coolpix B500. So I've made a video about my complete settings of the B500, and I've linked it in the description of this live stream video. You can go check it out. But if I have to tell you in short, I mostly use the auto mode only for all types of photography. I use the auto mode in my B500. I set my image mode as the maximum, 4608 by 3456 pixels. I keep my ISO to the least 125. Mostly it's like well lit when I go outside to shoot. It's broad daylight, so I've not faced a problem. But if I am in ambient light, meaning if I'm indoors or if there's less light, so I keep my ISO of 125 to 400, and that works great. White balance is auto most of the time. I sometimes keep cloudy or daylight white balance, but that's very rare. I normally use auto white balance only, and there's no harm in doing that. Also, once what used to happen with me was uh, when I used to select one particular white balance, then I in another environment when the settings used to change, I used to forget to change my white balance back to uh, you know another mode which is not suiting it, so I didn't do that. So that's why it is better if you have a auto white balance, so you can never go wrong. Also, since the B500 shoots in JPEG, so it's very difficult to set the white balance later. You may lose out on a few details. So auto white balance. Focus, I keep it manual or center focus. If you're not very well versed with the manual focus, then you can use center focus. First focus on the subject, place it in the center focus, and then frame it wherever you want your subject to be framed. A release mode, mostly I keep it single, but if there's any bird or any moving subject is there, then you can keep it continuous. It depends. But I've also shot birds on single release mode. That's not a problem. And AF mode is pre-focus, and I turn off digital zoom. I go to the setup menu and turn off digital zoom, because digital zoom really pixelates the scene. It really stretches out the frame. Does not look very good to me, so I turn it off. And that is it for the settings of my B500. Next question is by menin.in on Instagram, and he's asked mirrorless or conventional full frame DSLR, what should be my next camera? frankly speaking, it all depends on what you can afford. Mirrorless is the new technology, and anybody would like to have a mirrorless camera, but you will have to shell out that much money for it. You will have to spend that much money on the camera, and then the lenses of mirrorless cameras are expensive. So if you have that much budget that you can spend so much, if you are earning something out of your photography, if you have some hold on commercial photography, or if any way you can monetize your work and you can earn that much, then definitely go for mirrorless. But if you are such that you are doing it only for a hobby, then I think a DSLR will be enough. It all depends on your purpose and your budget. Okay, I know many professional photographers also who operate with a normal full frame or even a crop sensor DSLR. So there is no rule as such. It all depends on what you can afford and what is your need. Okay, like any client is not going to say, oh my, she does not use a mirrorless camera, so I'm not going to give her work. They are more interested in your creativity and the dedication that you show for the work, and less on the camera. So you need to see what you can afford and what is the client's needs, etc., etc. Okay, third question is by Photography Kadhal on Instagram, and they ask how to approach people in street for street photography. It's simple. You just ask. You just have to ask them that can I just click your picture. And if there's most of the time, whenever I have asked people for a picture, 90% of the time they've said yes, it's okay. People are nice, they oblige. Okay, everybody wants to get their picture taken, and they understand that you are either pursuing it for a hobby or just doing it for fun. People can know that you have no bad intentions and you're not going to misuse their photos. So I don't think there should be a problem. But if at all they say no, then thank them anyway and move on, or focus on any other subject who may be interested in clicking a photo. I have also clicked many candidates when people don't even know that I have clicked their picture, and that also works if you can hide somewhere, or you can just click without the person noticing that you've clicked them. That also will work, I guess. So it all depends on how you approach people. And if suppose there's one street, suppose there's a shop and you want to photograph the shopkeeper, maybe you can buy something from his shop. So then obviously he will oblige a bit, and will be ready to take a picture. Now once we went to Jejuri, and over there was like one subject who was getting very cranky, and he was asking for money when we took his picture. So our sir, he just stepped in and he just gave 10 rupees to that guy, and he walked away. So if just by paying some 10-15 rupees, you can kind of pacify your subject. If someone is quarreling, then that's also possible. So you need to think on your instincts also, that if at all you land in a problem where you are clicking a candid and somebody notices and revolts, you can tell them that, hey, I'm just doing it for a hobby. I have no bad intentions. I'm not gonna put your photo to any wrong use. Maybe if you have an Instagram page or a YouTube channel, you can show them that, hey, I am a creator. I regularly take photos, so I'm not gonna misuse it. If you have a website, you can tell them that, hey, I have a website and my digital presence, so you don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything wrong with your picture. And if they are asking for money, you can just pay some 50-100 rupees and pacify that person. There's nothing wrong with that also. Okay, so does anybody have any questions for me regarding this? Uh, if anybody has any questions, they can ask me. By the way, I would like to know what you guys are working on. If there are any kind of photos that you are taking currently, or want to take any kind of photos and want me to make tutorials about that. So if you can just let me know, and I will make tutorials that way only. Karthik Singh asks, how can we sell pictures online? You can try getting into stock photography. There are many stock photography websites where you can like submit your pictures, and if they are selected by the particular website, then you are paid on the basis of the downloads that your photos get. Okay, you can do that. Or once you get a little famous, you can start selling them on your own website. You can start selling prints of your photos, but that comes later. I think stock photography is a good way to kind of make a little money out of your photos, and even you will get confident that your pictures are selling on the stock website, so they will also sell on your website. So one good way is to try to get into stock photography, according to me. And last year, for some time, I started one small business where I was making postcards of my photos, and I was selling them through a shop near my home. But that business did not do very well, to be very honest, because that shopkeeper was not interested in selling my goods. He was kind of laid back. He was not pushing any kind of products. He was just in the shop, and he never like put my product also uh, in the limelight. Like my product, my photos and all were somewhere in the cupboard. He didn't even know where he kept them. So selling them through a shop was a bad idea for me. And postcards nowadays, people don't buy postcards and all that, or photographs of any kind. So that my small way to monetize my photos did not go the way I thought it would. It depends if you have a good rapport with the shopkeeper. If they, you know that many people come to the shop to buy some particular prints or photos, maybe calendars or something, you can start selling that. But you've got to do a little bit research, and yeah, the shopkeeper has. Then you have to depend on the shopkeeper for selling your work. If suppose you have a friend or a family member who has a shop, so you can try there. So they will be definitely more interested in selling your work, which is there. Okay, does anybody have any questions other than Karthik? Thank you so much for that question, Karthik. Um, I'll wait till 4:15, and if there are no more questions, I guess we can call it a day. Also, if you can tell me what kind of cameras you have, or what kind of photography you guys do, so even I can know what's going on and I can make relevant videos about it. Okay, Karthik says, I think there are many people on Instagram having their photography pages, but many of them having problems with the connection between people. What do you mean by connection between people? What do you mean by that? Meaning they are not engaging with you or something? Is it that? Charge my laptop. Acha, they're not engaging. See, people don't have time, that is there. Nowadays, life is fast, and people obviously don't have time uh, to sometimes give back to the support that you give them. When I, most of the time, I'm busy with my work, and also I may miss out on a few updates of you guys. Um, but yeah, it's okay, it's fine. Uh, and some people are just influencers, they just want to grow their followers fast in order to make money and monetize their page. Nothing wrong with that also. That becomes a kind of like a side business for them. So there's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, it's okay. People are busy. Don't take it with too hard. Uh, Whoever is engaging with you and is your friend, try to keep them close. And if you are not interested in someone's work, you can always unfollow them. There's no rule as such. Yeah, on Instagram there are many such photography pages. They call themselves professional photographers, but I don't think their work is quite professional. They take silly images of leaves, flowers, and all that. There's hardly any professionalism in that. So yeah, that is there. Everybody who has a camera now says that he or she is a photographer. That's there, but it's okay if that's how they think. Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with anything, I guess. Okay, guys. So if you have any more questions, you can ask me, or else I'll call it a day, or else just let me know what are the cameras you have, what kind of photography you like to do. If you have any Instagram or page, and also maybe we can follow each other or something. If you guys want to, or else we'll call it a day. No problem. Okay, guys, since you have no more questions, I think I can call it a day. Thank you so much for joining in, and do let me know what you want to watch next on my channel. If there are any videos you want to suggest, please do that. You can comment. You can comment down below, and we'll go through them all and try to make as many videos as I can. Thank you so much, and bye.